morning, everyone. It is a chilly and rainy Sunday here in Houston. We're actually supposed to get snow today, so fingers crossed. That doesn't happen very often. But I wanted to get ready for my day. I have a bare face, just a quick mom makeup. And while I get ready, I thought that maybe we could talk about our New Year's resolutions. Resolutions, I know a lot of people don't like the term or don't like to set any, and I somewhat agree with that. I think we should constantly be trying to set goals for ourselves, short and long-term goals, but a resolution is just a long-term goal, right? Like a yearly goal that you want to attain. So I think if that helps you get your mind right, you know, a new year, to set any goals that you have for yourself, I say go for it. Why not? And I have a few myself that I want to hit on this year, that I want to get better at. So I wanted to share those with you. Maybe you can share yours with me. I love getting inspo from people, just ideas, hearing what from other people's perspectives, hearing what you guys have to say. I love that. I like to see where other people are at, you know, and with their mindset, with their in their lives, just depending on the stage in your life. Everyone's resolutions or goals are going to be different, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting ready while we talk. For my first, well, I guess my main, not my main goal, but one of my goals this year is to continue to lead a balanced life. And what I mean by that is 2020, oh, and by the way, we're a week into 2021 and it's like a mess already, but it's okay. It's gonna get better. I try to not let all the things that are happening in the world get to me that much. Like, I do get very upset when I'm seeing and hearing things. But at the end of the day, I have to focus on me and my house, my husband, my child, while continuing to support the causes that I believe are right, all while trying to be respectful. But that's a conversation for another day. But anyway, if 2020 taught me anything, was it gave me some extra time to focus on myself, focus on what I want to do. Before I got pregnant, I had so much time that I didn't even realize how much time I had until I had my baby boy Luca. If you don't know me, I have an 18-month-old who's the light of my life, the most amazing kid in the world. I think every parent says that about their kid. I had a lot of time and I never used it. I was never productive. I never used it productively. That's the thing, you know. I used it to do other things, like go out a lot, or just things that weren't taking me closer to my dreams or my goals or my aspirations, right? So when 2020 came along, I had extra time, because once I had my baby, I felt like I had no time at all for myself. It was either my work, my baby, my house, you know, keeping my house, spending time with family, doing that sort of thing. And so once I started having more time for myself, I started reading a little bit more. I started focusing on wanting to do a blog, and then also vlog and post on YouTube, and those ideas started coming to mind, and I'm like, yeah, that's totally attainable. I can totally do that now. And so I was playing around with that at the end of 2020, and now that it's 2021, I'm like, okay, I need to continue doing what I want for myself, while also balancing, you know, being a good mom, being a good wife, still doing the things that I consider important, but also doing the things that I want to do, just doing the things that make me happy. So balancing all of that without putting so much pressure on myself, without feeling bad if I don't get something done. Like, I'm filming this video now and I would love to just edit it today and put it up tonight, and that might not happen, and before I probably would get really mad at myself. But guess what? Life happens, and the only reason I'm filming now is because my little one's taking a nap. So once he's up, you know, it's all about him. So just trying to balance it all while maintaining my sanity and maintaining happiness and joy, because that's what I want my home to be. That's what I want my baby to see and to feel. Like, I don't want him to be stressed. You know, kids, they take on however we feel as parents. So that's one of my main goals for this year. Also, money. And I know a lot of people, this one's probably one that a lot of people make. I'm trying not to spend as much money. Last year I tried not to, but I found a way to, you know, excuse it. I would say, well, I need this, you know, it's not something that I don't need. I did cut back my my spending on makeup and skincare because I was addicted. I mean, if I open up my drawer here, I probably have like 15 foundations, and like, why? I don't need that many foundations, you know? Like, I'm one person, I'm a mom. Not to say that moms can't get like glam or anything, but like I literally don't go anywhere, and I rarely wear makeup. I have like 10 eyeshadow palettes. For what? Like, I don't wear eyeshadow. So I really did better, or I think I did a lot better at spending on money, or not spending my money on makeup. But I want to even expand it a little bit more, be more disciplined with my budget. There's so many things that I want to, or that me and my husband want to buy for the house. We want to travel a lot. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up, so we want to plan like a nice trip. Hopefully COVID isn't a thing anymore. It's later on this year. Yeah, we want to buy things for our family as a whole, you know, so I have to focus, be a little bit less selfish and take one for the team, you know, just take one for the team. We also want to, speaking of like a budget and all that, pay off all our debt. So we have our cars that we're still paying on. We want to get rid of that, you know. We don't want to have any other debt but our house, but our mortgage. So that's a big goal for us, and I think we're going to be able to do it this year, hopefully. Also, it wouldn't be a resolution list or video if I didn't mention health and fitness. Right now I'm at a really good place with my health, with my fitness journey. I am working out 4 to 5 times a week, which, gosh, I've never done that. First of all, I wake up at 4:30 3 days a week to go work out. Like, that is unheard of. Like, if you told me that 5 years ago, or even like a couple years ago, that I was gonna be that person that woke up at 4:30 to go work out outside in the freezing cold, I would tell you that you were crazy, you're insane. I would not believe it at all, and it has just brought me so much joy. I look forward to that. And I have to thank my trainer, Kaylee. If she ever watches this, girl, I love you. She was the one that really, you have to find the right person, trainer, the right exercise also for you. And Kaylee was just, she's taught me so much without her even realizing, I think. And I really love it. I love working out now, and I've tried so many different forms of working out. Pilates, which I loved too, but it got really pricey. I was never one to go to the gym and do things on my own. That's just not me. I'm not that disciplined, and I'm just not that disciplined. So with Kaylee, I'm part of Camp Gladiator, and I think they're nationwide, so maybe you could even find one in your area. And it's just a group of us, and there's a trainer, and she or he will walk you through the workout. I'm not even putting my makeup on at this point. And it feels like a community, it feels like a family, especially when you start going on a regular basis. You know, you see the same people every day, and they become your fit fam. They encourage you and they push you, and I love it. So anyway, I want to continue to do that this year. Hold please. I cannot put my blush on without making this face. I want to continue to go 4 to 5 times a week to work out. It makes me happy. My husband just started going too, and he loves it. He can't believe how good he feels when he goes. You know, you feel an immediate difference in your day, in your body, in your mindset. It's amazing. I want to continue to do that. And also, this is the one that'll be a little bit harder for me. Can you even see this blush on here? I want to eat intuitively, and that just means that I eat when I'm hungry and I stop when I'm full. I snack a lot. Me and my husband both snack a lot, you know, like if we're gonna watch a movie, I'm like, snack. If we're gonna go for like, I don't know, a walk sometimes, I'm like, snack. I don't know. That's probably a bad example, but we're constantly snacking, and that's not, and we try to make the snacks healthy, but you know, it's not always ideal. I just want to eat nice, hearty, healthy meals. Healthy, you know, good food, not packaged food that I just have to microwave. And we've been doing a good job at that, but I need to, so I have IBS, SIBO, and PCOS. That's a lot of acronyms. Basically, my diet needs to be a little bit more limited than what I'm putting into my body now. So my goal is to change out a lot of the recipes that I love now, change them into recipes that are gluten-free, that don't have high FODMAP foods in them, so that I could just eat that instead of what I'm eating now. So find replacements, basically, for the foods that I'm eating now, for the foods that I enjoy now, so that I can just have a healthier, happier gut. My gut is constantly on fire. Sometimes I look like I'm 6 months pregnant. It's insane. It's pretty bad. It gets pretty bad sometimes. Right now I'm at a good balance, and like I said, the working out I think is helping tremendously. So I'm happy with where I'm at, but I know I can do better. And let me tell y'all something. I never truly loved myself and my body the way it is until I got pregnant. And then from there, I think just seeing how my body transformed and grew, and then when my baby was out, it like everything went back into place. I'm like, whoa, like this machine that I call my body is incredible. And I began to have just so much respect for it. And it took me getting pregnant and seeing that to really appreciate myself, to really appreciate my body, you know, before. And I think obviously society has a lot to do with this, peer pressure and all that. When you're growing up as a girl and as a teen girl, you pick yourself apart and you carry that into adulthood, which is what I did at least. And so I would say I'm too short, my legs are too this, my boobs are too this, my arms, I mean, literally pick myself apart, my nose. And now it's like, I love myself. I truly love myself. And so I want to keep nurturing my body and doing things to keep my body healthy and to show it how much I care and I appreciate it, and fuel it with the right foods, and make sure it gets enough movement during the day and throughout the week by exercising, and just really take care of myself. And I think you should too. And if there's anybody, and if you take anything away from this video, especially if you're a young person, God, don't pick yourself apart, please. I have a 15-year-old sister who I love dearly, and I tell her all the time. And I know it's hard to hear someone tell you this, because you have to go through your own stuff in order to grow as a person, right? It's just, that's how it works. But don't pick yourself apart. You are so beautiful how you are. You really are. And however you're made, whatever you look like, that's you, and that's what makes you unique. And you should cherish it and appreciate it, and just look at this machine like that we get to wake up in every day. If you're a young person, just try. There's so many people already trying to tear you apart that you don't need to be one of them, you know? Okay, this is gonna be a long ass video if I don't hurry up and do this. I'm watching my kid on the monitor and I saw him moving a little bit, so I'm like, oh, let me hurry up. I have to curl my lashes by using an eyelash curler and by using a spoon. And if you use a spoon, please comment down below. Send me a picture of your spoon, send it to my IG, because this is so old school. My mom used to do this, and so now I do it. And I think because I have such short, stubby lashes that go downward, this is really the only way for me to get a curl. So 1 second, please. And then I go again with this one. It's such a long process. That's why I hate it. That's why I loved having my eyelash extensions. So good. So good. You just wake up and go, but they're so expensive, y'all. And 2020 with COVID, it's been a tough year. Financially, at least for us. And I'm not embarrassed to say it. You know, I think a lot of people are on the same boat. They're just embarrassed to say it, and that's okay. But gotta save some money, and paying monthly for eyelash extensions is not it. Oh yes, I lose my train of thought. So my next goal is to live more sustainably, and also to live like a more minimal lifestyle. I hate clutter. I hate clutter, especially in my kitchen. Like, I need my kitchen to be pristine. And my husband makes fun of me all the time. He's like, this isn't Pinterest. And I'm like, oh no, oh yes it is. We need to make it look like that, because I'm a very anxious person. So having things, I like everything just like white and light and clutter free. So I think we're going to purge even more. I want to purge even more this year, to have just the minimal. You need all this junk. Like, we have a junk drawer. I'm sure you do too. And that gives me so much anxiety. Like, I don't need a junk drawer. I could probably throw all that stuff away. So like I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. Let me finish this up. Okay, where am I? I just need a little bit of bronzer. And today's Sunday, so for me, today we're just gonna go to church and then honestly just hang out the rest of the day. My sister hangs out with me on Sundays while my husband goes and watches all the football games, you know. I hate football. Anybody else? I can't stand it. I like the Super Bowl, but only because, you know, you get to eat and it's exciting. But other than that, I can't stand it. And my husband's super into it. I feel bad for him sometimes because I wish I was more into it just for his sake, you know? But I love baseball, I love football, soccer. I am Mexican, my husband is Colombian, which is so crazy. I was just telling my sister the other day, I'm like, Luca, my son, is half Colombian, half Mexican. That's like wild. I got one more thing to share. I'm almost done. I just gotta do my eyes real quick. Or not my eyes, I'm just gonna put some bronzer in my eyes. But my last goal for this year is to watch less TV. I need to read more. I love reading. I've always loved reading. But lately, since how I was talking about earlier about balancing my life, right? So I have enough time to do certain things, right? To do something for myself, like work on my blog or my videos or something like that. And then time to spend with my family. I'm always with my son. He's our #1 priority. Time for me and my husband. And then that little bit of extra time that I have, I plop myself in front of the couch and I binge watch. And it is so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to be that person. I'm addicted to TV, and I think a lot of us are. And it's so unproductive. You know, at least with books, I'd be learning something new. I don't know. So that's my goal this year. Not to cut it out entirely, because I love a good show. I love a good show. I love a good movie. Me and my husband, we're watching, what are we watching right now? Oh, we started watching Designated Survivor. That's pretty good. And see, and sometimes I watch things that aren't even that great. So I'm like, I'm spending all this time watching something that is just okay, you know? It's nothing marvelous. Splendid. What did that lady say at the girl from The Haunting of Bly Manor? She would say it's perfectly splendid. That's what she would say. Bly Manor one is a good one though. Watch that one. That one's good. Tame my brows. My brows are so bad. They go down. I swear, my hair, God didn't want me to have good hair. I have very fine hair. My eyelashes are very short and fine also. And then my eyebrow hairs are like down. Why? Why, God? Luca though has amazing lashes, so I hope they stay long like that. They're so good. Boys always get the good lashes, huh? My brother too has great arched eyebrows, and I'm like, how? Why? Well, I am done and ready for my day. Thank you for watching till the end if you did. I enjoyed filming it. I enjoyed sharing with you guys. I hope it all made sense. I felt like I was just rambling for a while there, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what your resolutions are for this year. I want to read this to you. I heard it the other day, and I felt like it was I feel like it's very fitting for today, and it's that it's about time. So I'm just gonna read it straight off so that I don't mess it up. But it's, time is a key factor in regret. In the short term, you regret the things that you do, like eating the 5 extra tacos you had for lunch, or not going to get your workout in that one day, right? Or not spending time with a loved one, that sort of thing. But over time, you will regret the things you didn't do. So going for that dream of yours, going for that job, taking that trip, just that type of thing. So no matter what, this year, no matter what your short-term, your long-term goals are, I encourage you to do what makes you happy, so that you don't have any regrets in the future. Whatever your goals are, try to reach for them. Write them down. I think it's so important to write them down, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I decided to share them, even though my goals for this year are so general, right? And I do have more detailed goals that I will write down also, but just sharing it with you, I'm putting it out there. Put your stuff out there. Share what your goals are for this year with me. I really, really would love to read it. If you have any questions for me, if you don't know me, I'll leave my IG down below or on the screen, wherever I can figure out how to work it or where to put it. But again, thanks. Like this video, that would mean the world to me. Subscribe if you care to see more from me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.